Chapter 30. Nana schedules the parent-teacher conference for Tuesday at 7 a.m. Yesterday, I asked Mr. Stoker what he wanted to talk to her about. I knew I couldn't be failing math. I've got the numbers to prove it. He just said, I want to talk about one of my favorite students. That wasn't a lot of help. Nana follows me into the school, into room 213. The door stands open. Mr. Stoker sits at his desk working on papers. I stop and grab Nana's arm before we go in. Please don't tell him I'm a savant. I whisper. I'd like to think my favorite teacher wouldn't treat me differently if he knew, but I can't be sure. He might demand that I be switched to a different class, claiming it's for my own good. That's not a chance I'm willing to take. She gives me the smallest nod and a giant eye roll, and then goes into the classroom. Mr. Stoker gets up and greets Nana with a handshake. Nice to meet you. Then he directs us to sit in the front row. No one pays attention to me as I clean the desk that Max Christie usually sits in, or when I take 3 times to sit. Mr. Stoker perches on his stool. Let me start by saying that Lucy is a wonderful student. She may not always do her work, and she may not put in full effort, but I can tell she is fascinated by my class. I sink a little in my chair. She pays attention, and when she has the courage to ask questions, they're deep, thoughtful questions. More than once she has stumped me, sent me scrambling back to my college textbooks. But she's not doing her work? Nana asks. Mr. Stoker reaches over to his desk and grabs a grade book. She's missed 4 homework assignments. I have a feeling that she completes the assignments but perhaps forgets them at home or on the bus. I shrug. And what are her grades like? Is she failing? Nana asks. Mr. Stoker laughs. No, she scores between a 92 and a 95% on every quiz and every test. He doesn't realize it takes me longer to get a question wrong than it does to get it right. I even show my work and make mistake in either the method or the calculations, and I never do the bonus problems. That's pretty good, Nana says. Mr. Stoker clears his throat. I feel Lucy is holding back. I know she's new to public school. There are enormous pressures. He smiles at me. I turn away. Perhaps you are afraid of doing well? I'm doing okay. Yes, you are, he says. Lucy, Nana says, you're the only one who knows what's going on in your brain. Is there something you need to tell us? I shake my head. Nana sighs. Lucy, Mr. Stoker looks at me. I don't want you to be afraid to fail or succeed in my class. Does that make sense? I nod because I want to believe him. Then I look at Nana. She'll try harder, Nana says. Now I have some questions for you. Certainly. Is she making friends? Is she fitting in? Nana holds out her empty hands. These are things that aren't on the report card. Nana, stop. We are considering sending Lucy to another school next year. It's a sort of boarding school, and I need to know if she can handle it, in your honest opinion. Well, Mr. Stoker pauses, scratching his mustache, we'd hate to see you go, but I'm sure she'll do well wherever she ends up. What do you think, Lucy? I guess. So she's making friends? Nana asks again. Maybe Lucy can answer. Yes, I have friends. Please, Nana, stop. Her group for the Cougars Care Project is doing some great work, Mr. Stoker adds. I'm impressed with their commitment to the project and each other. I wonder if he heard about language arts class. Maybe Miss Fleming concerned him in the teacher's lounge and told him about Wendy and Levi's stance after I refused to read aloud. Does he know we were kicked out of class? Good. Nana stands up. I'm proud of you, Lucy. But if you miss another homework assignment, you will lose your computer for a week, and no TV or candy. She gives me a hug. It was nice meeting you, Mrs. Callahan. Take care of my girl. She's 100% ordinary, normal, plain, boring, average. Nana winks at me, and I beg with my eyes for her to stop. Absolutely nothing special about her. Mrs. Stoker laughs like he's in on the joke, and for a second I worry that he is. Goodbye, I say through the gritted teeth. I love Nana, but sometimes I'd live a more normal, plain, boring grandmother. As Nana walks out the door of room 213, Maddie walks in. They practically knock each other over. Oh, excuse me, Nana says. She steps aside and lets Maddie in. Sorry, ma'am. Please don't call me the cleaning lady. Not in front of Nana. Have a great day, Lucy. Nana waves and leaves. I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. Maddie rolls her eyes and walks over to me. She never talks to me unless there's someone else around to hear her hilarious insults. Are you going to this? She slaps down Wendy's birthday invitation on the desk. Yeah? Don't take this the wrong way, but don't you think Wendy would have a better time if you didn't go? I blink over and over. How can I not take that the wrong way? Are you going? Of course. She shakes her head like I've asked a stupid question. I've been to every one of Wendy's parties, every single one. I wasn't going to go if she had it someplace stupid again, though. Like at one of her mother's spas. That's where we went the last 2 years, but this place is actually cool. I shrug. She picks up her invitation and sighs. At least we'll have someone to clean the bathroom.